Hey guys, Dark Humility here. You can always catch me at www.twitch.tv/Dark Humility playing Diablo 2 in some manner, shape, or form. 6 to 7 days a week, most of the time. Today we are on D2R beta again with another character skill showcase. We have gotten a Sorceress past level 30. Pretty cool stuff, right? Sorceress, OP class, OP stuff. We didn't put in all our skill points, but that's okay. He's a monster. Let's see what all these skills look like. We'll try to compare them to Legacy in a lot of cases and zoom in and out so you guys can really see what kind of visual effects and what did they do to all these skills on Sorceress. Alright. Well, there's 27 of them. There's no masteries, so let's check out all the skills. Let's start with the cold skills. So let's start with Ice Bolt. So let's go here. Ice Bolt. Alright, Ice Bolt. Alright. It's an Ice Bolt. It's pretty cool, honestly. I mean, if I compare it to Legacy, it actually looks very similar. Very similar. Very, very similar indeed. What's up, Vibrant? How you doing? Say out. Thank you for that. Alright, it's not bad. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it. Oops. That's a different skill. We weren't trying to show that one yet, but that's okay. Alright, next one we'll show off is Frozen Armor. Frozen Armor. Alright, so Frozen Armor has a little wispy. It's kind of hard to see, honestly, but I don't know. Does it look more well-defined than the original version? Original version, definitely you can tell it's on you a bit easier. It's a little hard to tell that you even have Frozen Armor, but, you know, it's still there and you can see it. It's pretty cool. Alright, Ice Blast. Ice Blast. Where's Ice Blast at? Okay. As a ball. That ball is definitely bigger looking in the original game, for sure. I personally think it's a little too small. I think they can make the ball a little bit bigger if they want to. I'm not very... It kind of looks like you're throwing an ice cube at something. Instead of like an ice blast, you know. This is actually one of the skills I would say probably doesn't look maybe as optimal as it could. Alright. Well, there's Ice Blast. Frost Nova. Okay, so you've seen this a bunch when I was leveling up the Sorceress. For you guys in the chat. You guys on YouTube, well, you might have seen this before somewhere else as well, but here it is. Ice Blast. Wait, Nova. Shoot. Where is Nova? Okay. Alright, so I kind of don't mind this. It doesn't look quite as, like, defined, I'd say, as the original one. But I like how it's kind of like, it's like freezing the ground, and it's kind of like spreading out, and it's flat. It's kind of like permafrosting the ground. I actually don't mind that, too. But as you can see, it looks way more defined. One thing I will say is that I like the sound on the original ones, so this sound kind of falls a little flat for me. I think that's where I mostly have a critique of this one, is the sound. The look of it, I think, is fine. I think it's definitely a way to make it look more HD, for sure. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, so next up is Shiver Armor. Alright, Shiver Armor. Shiver Armor honestly looks very similar to Frozen Armor. So if I use Shiver Armor here, you can see that Shiver Armor. But, you know, the same can be said, of course, of Shiver Armor versus Frozen Armor. So if I go Frozen Armor, I can't even tell the difference. But you really can't the original one either, so they just kept them the same. Very cool. Glacial Spike. Alright, let's check out Glacial Spike here, yeah. Alright, Glacial Spike, unlike Ice Blast, looks a bit more well-defined. It's like an ice comet instead of an ice cube. Like, if you go back to Ice Blast, it kind of looks like you're throwing, like, a really tiny ice cube or something. Which is maybe not the best. But if you go to Glacial Spike looks okay. Glacial Spike, yeah, it looks like you're throwing a snowball. This one looks like an ice comet, so this one looks kind of cool. I also like the sound. The sound is pretty similar to the original. It's a little bit longer in the original version, but it looks pretty similar, honestly, all things considered. So I'd say Glacial Spike is pretty good. Chilling Armor. So Chilling Armor is just going to look like all the other ones. You can never tell even in the original game. So it's still hard to tell, though. Like I said, it's not... I feel like it could be a bit more obvious, but then again, you don't want it to obscure your character too much, so this one's kind of hard to say one way or another. Alright, Cold Mastery is not a showable skill, that's just a passive skill. Alright. Blizzard. So I've seen Blizzard from people dueling me. I also seen it in the demo. I gotta say, compared to the alpha, if you guys remember how Blizzard looked in the alpha, it was pathetic. It was like a couple really small, like, raindrop looking things hitting the ground, and it looked really bad. This definitely looks way better. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I think that's a huge improvement. I think Blizzard's looking actually pretty good now. It's definitely one of the skills that looked the worst in the alpha. So that's a pretty big improvement. I mean, I don't know if it could be even better than that. Maybe it could, but I'm not going to critique it too much. If it's looking that good, that's pretty solid, I'd say. Definitely looking more like a Blizzard, though, now, right? I mean, I would say so. That definitely looks a bit more like Blizzard, and it's very important because a lot of people are going to be using that spell come launch, so it's going to be a very important spell. Alright. Frozen Orb. Here I am. Frozen Orb. How does Frozen Orb look? Alright, let's... I actually haven't... Wait, I have seen Frozen Orb, but I don't remember. Okay, wait. Wait, why does it keep... Oh. It's not bad. They turned it into kind of like a spiky ice ball, which is interesting. If I compare it to the original on this one, it's a little...
I need mana.
It looks just like a little bit, but I mean, it kind of resembles it quite a bit, though. You know, like the spikes on the ball. No, I kind of like the spikes. I don't know. I don't think it's too bad, actually. I kind of like Orb. I mean, if you think about it, it's shooting out spikes. So having spikes on the ball makes visual sense. Like, those spikes are there, and then they explode at the end, you know? It's not too bad.
No! Pyrita!
Yeah, it makes sense. It looks the same as the old graphics for the most part. The old graphics, you can see it has some spikes on it. It's kind of... Like, look very carefully at the ball here. It does look a little spiky. Like, it looks like, it's got spikes at least inside of it somewhere. Hey, Orsky, thank you so much for... First-time member of Xana's Attack Squad, the Ghost of the Machine, the Arcane Disciples chat. Let's spam some eyes of Xana in the chat for them and welcome them to Xana's Attack Squad. How you doing, Orsky? Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot, man. Definitely helps out. Look at that. I don't know. I kind of like this actually. I don't have many complaints about.
I need mana.
Frozen Orb. It's a nice skill. Alright, anyway, so that's it for the Cold Tree. Honestly, overall, I would say most of them look pretty good. I think Ice Blast is looking a little anemic, and I kind of don't like how there's no more cool sound on Frost Nova. I'd say those are my biggest gripes. Alright, lightning spells. Alright, here you go. Lightning, my favorite element. Alright, start with Charged Bolt. Now, lightning definitely looks different, I can tell you that 100% if you haven't seen it before. Those are charged bolts. Now, obviously, when you have more of them, it's going to fill the whole screen. I like how they light up her body. Oh yeah, it's kind of cool. Like the lighting from lightning is like giving her some like light radius. It's kind of neat. I actually really like the lightning. Some people don't. I know this is kind of controversial. Some people don't like the lightning effects. I kind of like the lightning effects because lightning isn't, even though this looks really cool, lightning isn't super solid like this, right? I mean, I do like it solid, but at the same time, that's more realistic for lightning to begin with, right? I don't think there's any problem doing what they did. They light up the Sorceress. It's kind of nice. Charge Bolt's pretty cool. I mean, it's possible they could be a little bit better defined, maybe a bit more lightning-y, maybe some more lightning bolts in each one, but overall it's not too bad. Alright, so this is telekinesis. So this is how you activate warps and pick up potions and activate chests and things like that. It's a pretty cool effect. I kind of like it, actually. It kind of like... She summons lightning from the ground and it hits an apex and then she's able to activate something. That's kind of cool. If you ask me, actually, it actually looks better than the original version. So everything about this skill looks better. Like this is all that happens in the original version of the game. I mean, it's whatever, right? It's kind of, you know... That actually looks way more defined, actually, in Resurrected. So I actually prefer the Resurrected telekinesis. That's kind of neat. In every way, shape, and form. Then we have Static Field. So, Static Field's another one where... Definitely... I don't know whether I prefer it necessarily in the Resurrected version, but it definitely looks really cool. And it hits the top and then it spreads out. It's kind of neat, actually. She runs ugly. Yeah, a lot of people have comments on the running in this game for sure. That's a common thing. Let me go muscle out some more potions here real quick.
Welcome to my shop.
Yeah, for sure.
Good day.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Alright, let's go check out some other skills here. So, Static Field is pretty convincing, right? Definitely. Very, very convincing. Alright, let's go to Nova. Alright, Nova. So Nova is the skill that I was leveling up with, so a lot of you guys in the stream have seen this one. This one is definitely a really good skill. I kind of like it, actually. I don't really have many gripes with this one. It definitely looks different than the original, which you can see here. But, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's well defined. It spreads out to the edges. It's got nice lightning effects. It's got sparks at the end. I kind of like lightning. I kind of like Nova. Nova's kind of nice looking. If you want to start out as a charge bolt sword and go into Nova, it's going to be pretty nice, I think. Alright, lightning. Okay, lightning. Wow. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, actually, I don't even know if I've seen lightning yet, really. What do you guys in the chat think about lightning? What's up, Paul? So, how you doing? You guys, what's up, Jado Hannah? Lightning's pretty sweet. I mean, it's not as thick as the original one, I will say that, but, you know, just like I said about the, you know, lightning skills in general, it looks more realistic. Look cool if it came out of her butt. I mean, it practically does. Look at her shaking her booty every time she uses a spell. I mean, how do you know where that lightning came from? You don't. That's the answer. I really like that one, though. That's really good. Teleport. Okay. So there's a bit of a lightning effect when you teleport. I really like that. It's just like the original to some extent. I do like the lightning. Lightning tree is just looking pretty good in general. I don't really have many bad things to say about lightning. I like the sounds. I like the lightning effects.
Good day.
Maybe making some things have a few more lightning bolts to make them a bit more well-defined would still be nice. But I think in the alpha they were a lot worse. So they've definitely come. They've definitely come away on these in general. Yeah, the physics are definitely something that's kind of oof, right? Alright, energy shield. Okay, so this one's kind of interesting. Wow, it's looks like it's the orb of power, guys. What do you guys think about energy shield? Looks like some floating crystal ball. It's just gonna suck up everything. I don't know, I think it's pretty good. It's kind of cool. Kind of like the swirling gold ball. It's kind of neat. A planeteer, yeah, it's like a planet. It's kind of cool. Alright, chain lightning. Alright, so this one's probably gonna look very similar to lightning, so maybe the best way to look at this one is to test it out a bit. There we go. Looking good to me.
I need mana.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Chain lightning's looking good. She's a moon on her head, I know. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Alright, so they definitely improved a lot of the Sorceress skills, especially since Alpha. This is one of the characters that was in Alpha, so it's pretty neat stuff. Alright, so Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. This is gonna be interesting. I don't know if I've seen this skill yet. Okay. That's kind of neat. I like that. I like the sound too. That's kind of cool. Yeah, T-Storm's nice. You compare it to the original, in some ways it actually might even be more well-defined actually, so that's kind of neat. Good job on the Thunderstorm, absolutely. And then of course Lightning Mastery is not a usable skill as a passive skill, it's not an active skill. Alright, fire skills, here we go. Passive skill and passive skill, so there's 8 skills here to use. Let's check Fireball first. Alright, here we go. Whoosh. Alright. That's pretty nice, honestly. Like, if you look at the original Firebolt, that's pretty good. I'd actually say that's pretty similar. I also like how whenever she uses a fire spell, she's also lightning. Fire wells up from within her. And then she fires it. It's pretty neat. Definitely can't complain about the Firebolt. Alright, Fireball. Well, actually, no. Let's do Inferno first. This is kind of a neat skill. Alright, here we go. Definitely leaves something to be desired somewhat, but at the same time, it looks kind of silly in the original game anyway. I definitely think it could be a little bit of a fatter flame, though. But, you know, it's okay. How many people are really going to use this spell anyway, though? That's the real question. I do think it needs to be a bit bigger, yeah, a little fatter. I think that skill maybe could still use some juice. Alright, Blaze. Alright, here we go. Holy crap. Oh! That's sick. Let's make a T. Damn, I suck at this. Okay. Alright, close enough. Dude, Blaze looks freaking awesome, man. For sure. Damn. No, I really like Blaze a lot. In general, fire effects are really cool in this game. I mean, you can even see it on the Arcane Sanctuary warp with the blue fire. So it's not too surprising that like Blaze looks so good. Blaze looks really good though. Firewall. Here's Firewall, chat. Here's Firewall.
Not enough mana.
I've seen that from people dueling me, though, I'm sure. I can see it. Firewall is really, really cool looking. Obviously, I don't have a high-level Firewall, but the higher the level, it actually spreads on the whole screen, and it looks really, really good. Another very good fire effect, in my opinion. Very, very good fire effect, indeed.
Greetings.
Alright, let's finish this up here.
Hello.
So, we now have Fireball. Okay. Fireball. It's pretty good. It's pretty convincing. Look at the explosion when it hits something. Yeah. Honestly, I'd say all the fire effects in D2R are straight up superior to, except maybe for Inferno, to the ones in Legacy for sure. They're pretty insane. Not saying there's anything wrong with the Legacy ones, of course, but they've definitely done a really good job on them for sure. I think they are high fidelity to the game and the game's intent. They look really good. All right, so that's Enchant. Enchant looks kind of
I need mana.
anemic, so this is one of those fire effects I'm kind of thinking is a little weird looking. Like, look how much more well-defined it looks in Legacy. I actually would prefer the Legacy Enchant. This Enchant looks a little weird. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's too skinny, it's too close, and it looks, I don't know, it just doesn't look cool enough, doesn't look like it pops out enough, I don't know. I'm sure you guys probably agree with me on that, though. Yeah. I think that's probably true. Alright, Meteor. Okay, so we showed off the rest of the skills. Meteor. Alright, Meteor. Meteor has to look pretty cool, right? Here's some monsters. Wow. Boom. Meteor looks freaking cool. I like that. See that? Definitely looks really good.
Not enough mana.
Now it's really Meteor,
Not
yeah.
enough mana.
Boom. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like Meteor for sure. And then Hydra! So you can't really show Hydra without some monsters, so we'll show that one here in a moment. Alright. Look at the Hydra. Oh, Hydra looks pretty cool. Look at those fire dragons. Yeah, I really like Hydra. Hydra's really cool. Yeah. Very cool. Alright, guys. That's it. Those are all the Sorceress skills, all the visuals, everything shown up, of course. And, as you can see, some of them just look so freaking cool in Resurrected. Some of them maybe still look a little bit better in Legacy overall. Let me know what you guys think about the skills in the comments below if you're on YouTube. And make sure to check out all the rest of our content. We make lots of build guides and just go ham in general. Make a lot of drop videos and go really ham on Diablo 2. Play this game all the time. You can always catch us at www.twitch.tv/darkhumility for live action 6 to 7 days a week, usually most of the time. We'll be playing hardcore when the D2R comes out live on September 23rd. If you guys want to join us in our journey, hardcore with myself and the community. Of course, it's assuming that there is indeed a hardcore, as it hasn't been yet confirmed. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully for a barbarian video, as you've already done the druid, the paladin, and now the sorceress, all level 30 plus. So let's see what we can do. All right, Dark Humility over now. See you guys next. Let's go.